Namaste, Brilliance. I hope you all are doing fine. You and your family are fine and safe at home. And I hope all of you are using your time wisely. So, today I'm going to summarize up whatever we have studied in our last lecture. In our last lecture, we have studied about magnet. What is magnet? A material or substance which attract iron, nickel and cobalt. After that, we have studied that what is it, how magnet is discovered. So I told you, magnet is discovered by a Greek shepherd named Magnus. Okay. Later on, we have studied about the properties of magnet. What are the properties of magnet? Like pole repel each other, unlike pole attract each other. Like freely suspended magnet comes to rest in north-south directions, and some more properties. And after that, we have studied that what is poles. So the end points of the magnet are known as poles. Okay. So now on the behalf of that, I am going to ask you a question that suppose a magnet is broken down into 5 pieces, then how many total number of poles and north pole are there? Okay, so first of all, to understand this question, we have taken a magnet, our magnet. Now, as you know, each and every magnet has 2 poles, north and south. Poles are always occur in pair, they never occur independently. So when you break the magnet in 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each part consists of 2 poles. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So total number of poles are 10. Now, if you look at all the 5 parts, each 5 part contain 1 north and 1 south. So, total number of north pole is 5. Similarly, total number of south pole equals to 5. Okay, so in this way you can do it. If there is any question, you can ask me again in the WhatsApp group. Now students, are types of magnet. Now students, there are 2 types of magnet. One is natural magnet, another one is artificial magnet. Artificial magnet you can call man-made magnet, you can call scientific magnet, or are the same thing. Natural magnet, artificial magnet. So that magnet which are found by the nature, which are obtained from the nature, that is known as a natural magnet, or magnet which are made by men are known as artificial magnet, man-made magnet. Now, second point, natural magnet have weak power of attraction or weak power of repulsion. Means natural magnet are weak in nature, while artificial magnet are stronger in nature. they are much stronger, means they repel with a high power and they attract with a strong power. Okay, so artificial magnets are stronger. Now third point, their power can't be increased or decreased. That means you cannot adjust the power of natural magnet. If the power of natural magnet is 2, okay, so it cannot be 3, it cannot be 1. That means you cannot decrease the power of a natural, cannot increase the power of a natural magnet. While in artificial or man-made magnet, you can increase the power, can increase or decrease the power of attraction or the power of repulsion. Next point, point number 4, magnetism can't be turned off. So what we are saying, if we are having a natural magnet, its magnetism will remain forever. That means you cannot switch on, you cannot switch off. That means one time it behaves as a magnet, another time it is not behaving as a magnet. So you cannot do this with natural magnet, but here magnetism can be turned off. Okay, so in the case of artificial magnet, you can switch off the magnetic power or you can switch on the magnetic power, and that's why this magnet is used at a very large number of devices and appliances. And last property, last point is the example. So example of natural magnet is, like we have discussed, lodestone. Another example, student, tell me. Yes, magnetite, which we have first studied. Magnetite and the lodestone are the two examples of the natural magnet, but the example of the artificial magnet can be a electromagnet. Okay, so this is the types of magnet. I repeat again, two types of magnet: natural magnet, artificial magnet. Now they are found by the nature, found from the nature. They are made by the man. They have weak power of attraction and repulsion. They have stronger power of attraction and repulsion. Their power, magnetism, cannot be turned on or off, but their power can be turned off or on. Their power cannot be increased, cannot be decreased, but their power can be increased, can be decreased. Last point, the example, lodestone and magnetite, the example is electromagnet. Okay, clear, students? Okay, now we are studying the types of magnet. There are some other types of magnet which I am going to tell you. One more classification can be done, like temporary magnet and permanent magnet. Temporary and permanent magnet. Okay, so those magnets whose magnetic power is temporary. Okay, that means for some time they will attract the material, and after some time they will lose its magnetic power. So that type of magnet is known as a temporary magnet. But that magnet which have its magnetic power forever, which lasts forever, that type of magnet is known as a permanent magnet. Okay, temporary magnet can be made from iron, nickel, cobalt when they are bring in contact with any other strong magnet. Is it clear? So let's discuss one more activity. Now what is that activity? Activity 3. Now to make magnet. How you can make the magnet or how you can make a temporary magnet. Okay, for that you require a bar magnet. Okay, and what else you require? Any other material which is magnetic in nature. That means the other material should be either of iron, nickel or either cobalt. Understand? Now what procedure you have to follow? So first you take a magnet and take a sewing needle made up of iron and put the sewing needle to one end of the magnet. Now slide the iron needle to the other end or other poles of the magnet. Now lift it up, lift the iron needle, again put on one end, again slide. Now you have to repeat this process for around 20 to 30 times. And when you do this, you will come to find out that after some time, this iron needle temporarily will behave as a magnet. Again I say, when you take an iron needle, place it on any one end of the magnet, slide it to the other end, lift it up, again repeat the process. So after doing 20 to 30 times, this iron needle can behave as a magnet and it can attract large number of or different types of magnetic materials like iron, nickel and cobalt. So in this way we can make a temporary magnet. Okay. Now after this topic we move to the next topic, that is the uses of magnet. I hope students you are liking this chapter and I hope you are able to understand in a better way. If there is any question is there regarding anything, you are fully welcome to ask. Okay. Now next is uses of magnet. So there are maybe 4 or 5 uses of magnet is there. First use, they are used in hard disk. Okay. So you might have seen in computer hard disk is there which is used to store movies, pictures, songs. So that is there stored in hard disk. So magnets are used in hard disk to store the information. Next, they store information on ATM card. So you might have seen different type of credit card, different type of debit card, different type of card, and at the back you will find a small black strip. Okay, so that black strip made up of magnet or magnetic material. So what happened there? That is used to store the information of the person who owns the bank account. Understand? Now third is they are used in speaker, telephone, radio or different places like refrigerator. Okay. Now fourth point, they are used to lift objects. Now in scrapyard, magnets are used to lift heavy objects which are made up of iron like cars. Okay, so they are used to lift those heavy objects by using the large magnet, and there we use the artificial magnet because they are having very much power of attraction. Understand? Now last point, they are used to sort objects. Now magnets are used to sort object, magnets are used to separate object. Suppose you are having a mixture which is made up of sand and iron. Suppose you mix sand and iron together and you bring a magnet nearby the mixture. So what you will find? The iron pieces will get attracted towards the magnet and the sand will left behind. So in this way you can separate the different type of objects. Okay, so students, these are some of the uses of magnet. There can be some more uses of magnet. Okay, nowadays magnets are having large number of application in our real life, except this also. Okay, so after this topic, after this uses of magnet, we are going to study one more device which uses magnet. Okay, that is compass. Now compass, it's a device. It's a device to navigate. Okay? Or what is it? A compass is an instrument which helps us to find different direction, to find out either it is north, south, east or west. So it is a device which helps us to find different direction. Now we go to the construction of compass. Means how the compass can be made. Okay? Construction. Now in construction of compass, what we require? We require a circular metallic box. We require circular box. Okay? And at the base of the box, a cardboard is placed on which different directions are marked. Like I'm marking here. North, south, east, west. Okay? And this can be northeast, northwest, southwest and southeast. Okay, so compass consists of a circular box. At the bottom or at the base of the box, a cardboard is placed on which direction is marked, and in the center a magnetic needle is placed. A magnetic needle is placed which can rotate freely. Understand? This needle can rotate freely to tell you which direction it is. As you rotate the compass, what happens? The needle will deflect and it will tell you that which direction it is, either north, either south, which can be east and which can be west. Okay, so this is the construction of compass. You can make the compass in this way. Okay, so we are studying here also. Compass can also come in the uses of the magnet. Okay, students. Now after this, we are going to do. Okay. Finding direction with magnet. How we can find the direction with the help of magnet? Same. You take a stand. Now freely suspend the magnet. So what happened? This freely suspended magnet comes to rest in certain direction. So whatever the pole, if north pole will rest here, so this direction will be the north. If it is south pole, it will tell you it is south direction. Okay, so freely suspended magnet comes to rest in north-south direction, and by this property of magnet we can find the direction of any place easily. Okay, students. Now next topic which we are going to study, that is care of magnet. How we can care the magnet. Okay. So care of magnet, we are studying care of magnet. How we can take care of the magnet. Now magnets are very sensitive. Means they can lose its magnetism easily. So how we can prevent its magnetism? So if you drop the magnet from a height, then magnet can lose its magnetism. If you hit the magnet with the hammer, then magnet will lose its magnetism. If you heat the magnet, then the magnetic property of the magnet can be lost. And if you do not store the magnet properly, then the magnetic power of the magnet can be lost. So by doing this four process, the magnetic power of the magnet can be lost or can be decreased. And so that's do not doing these processes, we can take care of the magnets. Now the last topic is storage of magnets. Means how we can store the magnet. Storage of magnet. How we can store the magnet? So here we are. We can store the magnet in a box. Okay. How we can, by the help picture, I am going to represent you that how we can store the magnet. So it is a box. It is any box. I am considering now rectangular magnet. It is one magnet. It is another magnet. Students, I will tell you each and everything in detail. Oh, no need to worry, I will write it over here also. If there is any confusion, you can ask me again also. I will love to answer your query and your questions. Okay, so this is the outer box which I am presenting by this. Now here two magnets are there. Okay, this and this is magnet. Now this in the middle of the magnet, it is a piece of wood. Okay, it is a small piece of wood, and now these two, they are made up of soft iron keepers. They are called as keepers. Okay, they are made up of soft iron and they are known as keeper. Okay, I am going to tell you the theory, so listen very carefully, students. So how we can store the magnet? We can store the magnet in a cuboid box. Okay, so for example, I am having two magnet, two rectangular magnet, two bar magnet. So we store the two magnet in such a way that unlike pole of the magnet will face each other. That means if this is north, this is supposed to be the south. If this is south, it's supposed to be north. So we store the magnet with their unlike pole facing each other. Okay, in between the magnet we place one wooden piece of wood, and at the end or at the end of the magnet or at the poles of a magnet we place some soft iron strip, and that is known as keeper. Keeper will place a magnet at its keeper will keep the magnet at its location. Okay, so in this way we generally store the magnet in our labs so that the magnetism do not lose its property of magnetism. Okay, suppose if you are having a horseshoe magnet, so what will happen in horseshoe magnet? We place one keeper here, and in the middle we can place a wooden piece. Okay, so in this way we can store the magnets. Okay, now one more thing is there, some more topics are there which I generally want to discuss with you, and you will find these questions in your assignment also. So what are those questions except this? Okay, you will not find in textbook. Some other question I want to discuss with you. Now that one other question is repulsion. Repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. Actually, these type of questions, students, are very beneficial if you are appearing for the Olympiads. As you know, every year Olympiad conducted in science, maths. So these type of questions will help you to get good marks, okay, and can help you to achieve success. So this say repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. Means why I am saying as we are having attraction, we are having repulsion. Why we are saying that repulsion, by the help of repulsion we can find the magnet. Okay, so we can understand it. Suppose if you are having a magnet, it is north, it is south pole, it is also a magnet, and it is the same size and same shape piece, but it is made up of iron. It is iron, it is a magnet. Try to understand it, students. Suppose this pole of the magnet is north. Okay, so if I bring this magnet closer to this magnet, then what will happen? These are unlike pole, so what happen? They get attracted. Understand? So what will happen? Attraction will be there in these cases. Okay, now if I bring this iron object nearby the magnet, so what you know that whenever you bring any iron object, copper object, nickel object, copper, nickel, cobalt, so what will happen? Attraction will be there, so it will move this side, will move this side. So what will happen? They will attract each other. So that means we are not able to distinguish either it's a magnet, either it's a magnet. So by the attraction we cannot say which is magnet. Okay, but what happen if this pole is south? If this pole is south and if this is a iron, same shape, same size, then what will happen? If you bring this magnet towards each other, then there will be the repulsion. But in this case, what will happen here? There will be the attraction. Means this will move this side and this iron piece will move toward that side. So that means it is attracting, but it is repelling each other. Okay. So in this way we can say that it is a magnet and it is a magnetic material. So that's why we say that repulsion is a sure test of magnetism. Okay. Now one more thing. Now, as we have studied this topic, finding direction with the help of magnet, means how can you find the direction of find direction by using the magnet. So try to understand in detail how this happen. So suppose this is a earth. Okay. So remember, earth have two poles. Earth have two poles. One pole is called magnetic pole, and one pole is known as the geographic pole. Okay, both have north and south. So earth have two type of poles, magnetic poles and geographic poles. Okay, so remember this very carefully, that geographic pole and magnetic pole are opposite to each other. That means if this end of the earth is not geographic pole, so this end will be the south magnetic pole. If this end is south geographic pole, then this end will be the north magnetic pole. Understand? So they are always opposite, geographical pole and magnetic pole. If it is a north geographic pole, then this will be the south magnetic pole. If this is south geographic pole, then this will be the north magnetic poles. So what happens whenever we bring any magnet? Okay, whenever we bring any magnet, so what will happen? The magnet will interact with the magnetic poles. Okay, remember it. Magnet interact with magnetic poles. So what will happen? As you know, it is south direction, so opposite pole will repel. It should be north. It is north. It should be south. So what you are seeing here, that the magnet will interact with the magnetic poles, and in this way the magnet will tell you, north pole will tell you north direction, south pole will tell you south direction. So in this way the magnet help us to find out direction. Thank you student. I hope you understand all this topic in detail. Okay, if there is any confusion you can ask. Thank you. So students, this is all about the chapter Fun with Magnets. Now I have covered almost each and every topic in this chapter that I know. If there is any doubt or anything you don't understand from any book, you can ask us in the WhatsApp group from timing 10 AM to 12 AM. Thank you.